Every night, someone knocks on Lucas's door. It's unsettling. He hears the knocks, loud and persistent, echoing through the quiet house. At first, he thought it was just a prank or a neighbor playing a joke. But the knocks continue, night after night, without fail. Lucas feels uneasy, wondering who could be knocking at such late hours. He tries to ignore it, but the sound haunts him, keeping him awake. He considers calling the police, but he's not sure if they can help. The knocks seem to come from nowhere, with no one in sight. Lucas feels scared and vulnerable, not knowing what to do. He considers installing security cameras or changing his locks. But deep down, he knows that won't solve the problem. The mystery of the nightly knocks consumes his thoughts. He tries to distract himself, but the fear lingers in the back of his mind. He confides in his friends and family, seeking advice and reassurance. They suggest he confront the knocker or ask for help from a spiritual advisor. But Lucas feels hesitant, fearing what he might find if he opens the door. The knocks become a nightly ritual, a constant source of anxiety. Lucas feels trapped in his own home, unable to escape the sound. He wonders if it's a ghost or some other supernatural force. The uncertainty gnaws at him, wearing down his resolve. He considers moving out, but is not sure if that will solve anything. The knocks follow him wherever he goes, haunting his every move. Lucas feels like he's losing his mind, unable to escape the relentless sound. He longs for peace and quiet, but the knocks refuse to stop. He tries to drown them out with music or TV, but they persist. Lucas feels like he's living in a nightmare, unable to wake up. He prays for the knocks to stop, for some kind of reprieve. But they continue, night after night, a constant reminder of his fear. In the end, Lucas learns to live with the knocks, accepting them as a part of his reality. He finds strength in facing his fears, knowing that he's not alone in his struggle. And though the knocks may never cease, Lucas refuses to let them control him. He finds solace in the simple moments of peace and quiet, cherishing them amidst the chaos. Every night, the same unsettling occurrence repeats itself. Someone keeps knocking. The sound echoes through the stillness of the night, a relentless reminder of their presence. At first, it was dismissed as a coincidence or a prank, but as the nights pass, it becomes undeniable. The knocks are persistent, coming at the same time, like clockwork, without fail. Each knock sends shivers down their spine, filling them with a sense of dread. They try to rationalize it, attributing it to the wind or some other natural cause. But deep down, they know it's something more sinister, something inexplicable. They consider calling the authorities, but what would they say? Someone keeps knocking on my door? The fear of being dismissed or ridiculed holds them back, leaving them feeling helpless. They try to ignore it, burying themselves under blankets and pillows, hoping it will go away. But the knocks persist, growing louder and more insistent as the night wears on. Sleep becomes elusive, replaced by a constant state of unease and anxiety. They lie awake, listening to the rhythmic pattern of the knocks, wondering who could be behind them. Their imagination runs wild, conjuring up images of intruders or supernatural entities. They contemplate setting up surveillance cameras or sleeping with a weapon by their side. But deep down, they know it won't bring them any peace of mind. The fear of the unknown grips them, trapping them in a perpetual state of terror. They feel like prisoners in their own home, held captive by the unseen force that lurks outside. They long for the morning light to chase away the darkness and the dread that accompanies it. But even in the light of day, the memory of the nighttime knocks lingers, haunting their thoughts. They confide in friends and family, seeking reassurance and support, but find little comfort. The mystery of the nighttime visitor consumes their thoughts, leaving them feeling powerless. They wonder what they did to deserve this torment, this relentless intrusion into their lives. They consider seeking help from a spiritual advisor or performing rituals to ward off evil. But the fear of making things worse holds them back, leaving them to suffer in silence. The knocks continue, night after night, a constant reminder of their vulnerability. They try to remain vigilant, listening for any clues that might reveal the identity of their tormentor. But the answers elude them, leaving them to grapple with their fear and uncertainty alone. In the end, they learn to live with the knocks, accepting them as a part of their reality. But deep down, they know that they will never truly feel safe until the knocking stops.